A priest steps into the temple with words for God and walks out with no words at all. Not scandal, not punishment, a sign. Because when Zechariah finally speaks again, the first thing he says is a prophecy about the sunrise. If you've ever wished for proof, his silence might be the loudest miracle you'll hear today. The day begins like any other. Lots are drawn. Zechariah is chosen to burn incense in the holy place. The air is thick with frankincense and expectation. Then the intrusion. Gabriel. Your prayer was heard. A son. Name him John. He will turn hearts and prepare a way. Zechariah does what many of us would do after years of disappointment. He asks how. Gabriel answers with a paradox. Silence until the promise cries out. He stumbles into the sunlight with hands but no voice, and the crowd reads his face. He has seen something. The next time he speaks, he'll break a family argument and history. Home isn't a lecture hall. It's where gestures become grammar. Elizabeth reads his scribbles, his widened eyes, and smiles the kind of smile that waited decades. She chooses seclusion for a time, less to hide the miracle than to protect it and ponder. Inside their house, a new ritual forms. Zechariah learns to listen. Elizabeth grows used to answering. Silence shifts from humiliation to holy space. He isn't sidelined. He's being rewired. Quiet will crack at a naming ceremony that refuses to follow the script. Mary arrives. The child inside Elizabeth leaps. There's no rivalry in this house. Elizabeth is filled with joy, with spirit, with blessing. Blessed are you. Who am I that the mother of my Lord should come to me? Zechariah watches, still silent, humbled by the authority that flows through a woman who knows how to recognize God. In a world that rewards volume, the future arrives without a microphone. Neighbors will try to name the baby. Zechariah will have one chance to name the future. 8 days later, the courtyard fills. Call him Zechariah, after his father, the relatives say. Elizabeth, no, his name is John. They turn to Zechariah, gesturing, pressing the old authority to decide. He asks for a tablet. Chalk scrapes. His name is John. The moment the word lands, his mouth opens. He doesn't start with excuses, he starts with praise. His first full sentence will map the rest of the story. Blessed be the Lord, for he has visited his people. He sings mercy sworn to Abraham. He sings freedom from fear. He sings light for those in darkness and death's shadow. Then he turns toward the baby. And you, child, to guide our feet into the way of peace. This isn't sentiment. It's strategy, hope that makes sense in anxious times. Not a throne for his son, but a path for his people. Now the darker rumor, the story some say ends in blood. Jesus later laments a Zechariah killed between the sanctuary and the altar. Who was that? Scholars split. Some point to a priest in Chronicles, others to the prophet of the same name. A persistent tradition says it was Zechariah, father of John, slain by Herod's men for refusing to reveal his son's hiding place. Let's be clear, this is not in Luke's gospel. It's later tradition. Why does it endure? Because it fits the era's paranoia, and because his reclaimed voice would have been costly to keep. Martyr or not, his prophecy still judges our fear. John grows, then vanishes into the wilderness. No palace, no priestly desk. His life only makes sense if the dawn Zechariah sang about is actually coming. When John shouts from the river, the echo sounds like his father's line, "Prepare the way." And the father, after the miracle, he returns to ordinary time chores, prayers, taxes, with a changed heart. Some miracles change circumstances. This one changed habits. Zechariah learns to let God have the final word. You might think this ends with a tombstone. It ends with your next decision. We like spectacular conversions. Zechariah's is quieter. He trades control for trust. He discovers that questions can live inside faith without becoming the king. And he learns that silence, the tool a priest uses least, can be God's sharpest. He wasn't punished for asking. He was prepared. Silence saved the naming. The naming saved the mission. The mission opened a river still carrying people toward light. The dawn he promised didn't arrive on a schedule. It arrived on a person. When Zechariah finally spoke, he didn't explain himself. He blessed. Your move this week. Find one place you're forcing outcomes. Name it honestly. Then do what Zechariah did. Write the right name even if the room stares. Let your next words be praise, not spin. If this hit you, comment with the one word you're taking into your week and why. Share this with someone waiting on a promise. And subscribe for more daily saint stories told with grace. Saint Zechariah, pray for us.